Okay, so again, I apologize for my voice if anything sounds weird. This is the reflection for the Part B project, which is the awareness campaign for people in Syria. So, what inspired me to do this is I really wanted to try to do something that will cause a change, or maybe at least make people realize what's going on, how fortunate they are to live in this country, and how unfortunate it is that people do have to suffer while we're living in normal conditions, and these other people in Syria don't get to experience this. And it's not just Syria, it's other countries too, but my main focus was people in Syria. So I decided I started to think of how can I show these differences between us and them. And then I realized my interest in the human body will take brilliant effect on this, because it is something that you can show internally what is going on inside. At first I was thinking of showing something on the outside, like how they have cuts and bruises and all that, but then I thought it wasn't deep enough. And then I wanted to go in deeper into the human body, see the internal organs and what's going on in there, what the difference between our organs are and what theirs is. So I decided to cast my own body, split it in half vertically, and then have one side Canadian, one side Syrian. And then people are able to see the difference between the Canadian side and the Syrian side. So pretty much we have it all really good. Our mind is filled with great things like school, relationships, food, what movie we're gonna watch, our phones or computers. We can be occupied with pretty much anything, because we have the capability of doing it without really thinking about things like what a Syrian would think about, which is food, how they really have to find it or else they're going to die, and maybe survival, where they're going to sleep, what home they're going to live in, because theirs might break or explode due to the war, explosions and things like that. The stomach, ours is full because we can eat whatever we want, and we have the luxury of money and supermarkets and stores to keep us fed and have our supply of food that we need, and they don't have that luxury, so they're left empty. So there's little grains of rice and bread in there in the stomach. Also the large intestine, our side is blue. It just shows that because the large intestine absorbs water, it shows that we have the capability of absorbing water because we intake a lot of it throughout the day, and that's something that Syrian could lack of because they can't afford to buy water, and they might not even find the resource itself. Also, things like the heart, where theirs is beating really fast because they're in constant fear, they're living in fear, they don't know if they're going to survive that day or if they're going to die. And our heartbeat is normal because we live in a fine condition. We go to school, we do something pretty much a regular routine every day, and so we get used to it, so we're okay with everything. We're pretty calm. The lungs, theirs are filled with black. It's just dark blackness because of the pollution that they breathe in. There's a lot of pollution that comes in from war because grenades go off, the explosions, the fire, the smoke, the flames. Yeah, it's really bad for them to inhale all that. It causes their lung to be black, just like smokers do, and then, or just like a smoker's lung. And then for us, you see these floral scents flowing into the lungs because we have things like chemically produced, like Febreze, or just natural things like flowers, whether it be outdoors or inside the house. And then we have different things like how they're bleeding in their ears and their nose and their lips because maybe they're beaten up or they fall over and they scrape something. Their knees are there's wounds on their legs, and their jeans are ripped so they don't have proper clothing like we do. And other things like the liver, where people often associate the liver. In elementary school we were taught that it's shaped like a pirate hat, so I made a pirate hat be the other half of the liver, which shows the creativity and imagination side of the Canadian people. So we have that ability to do all that while they have their minds occupied with things much more important, like surviving. And then also you can see at the bottom of the liver there's a pile of alcohol bottles, so beer bottles, and this just represents how we have the opportunity to go and party and enjoy ourselves and consume alcohol, which is why this is in the liver, because alcohol damages the liver. But it just shows that we have the opportunity to do all that stuff while they can't, because they're focusing on other things, or maybe they're trying to hide from someone who has a gun. So that is my reflection. I really hope that this whole entire project inspires people to create change. Maybe not in Syria, maybe somewhere else. There's lots of places that require change. The world is not perfect. There's lots to fix, and there's lots of people in need, and it just sucks so much that they have to go through what they go through, and we're just fortunate to live here. I'm in a room with a bed on my side, I'm on a desk, and I have a computer, I'm on my laptop, I have a lamp, a source of light, and I have light bulbs. I have all these things. I have glasses, I have clothing, and I'm well fed, I'm not hungry. We're very fortunate, and I just hope that people don't take that for granted. Thank you for watching this video and anything else that you saw on the website, and for taking a look at my Can-Syrian body. Thanks.